Okay, so good morning guys, so welcome to another video. I'm standing in the elevator. As you can see, it looks like a mental institution or some kind, but I'm going up to the 35th floor, heading to the pool. Okay guys, so it is officially Friday and I'm just sitting here at the rooftop pool at the 35th floor, and you know, just enjoying the morning, and the sun is out. You know, some days it's been very rainy. So the plan for today is take you along on the journey so you can see how, you know, a normal life looks like here in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, because as you already know, I've been, you know, relocating myself to different cities and different countries here in Southeast Asia. Been in Thailand, been in Vietnam. I'm now in Malaysia, but this is not the end destination. I'm actually moving over to another country quite soon. But now, or today, you're gonna see, you know, how a normal day looks like here in Kuala Lumpur. And as you can see behind me, it looks kind of, it is in New York. So this is the peak life, I guess. This is the peak morning. I could never wish for a better morning than this. Just sitting here at the 35th floor, just having an amazing view over the city and just enjoying freaking good time here. It is not like when I was back in Europe, back in Sweden, when I was working my 9-to-5 job as a product manager. As soon as I stepped out my comfort zone and left my 9-to-5 job, left, you know, the stable income and stable lifestyle, I could achieve this. This is something that I've been dreaming of for a very long time. I've been also fighting to get this lifestyle, you know, in many years. So I'm finally here, but as you already know, you know, I'm not stopping here. I'm only moving forward. You know what? You know, these elevators take so freaking long time. There are 4 of them, but sometimes I'm standing here like 3-4 minutes before I get one. So I'm not kidding, you know. This is on the 33rd floor, this one on 2nd, this on 13, this on 16. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is first head into the store here, grab something to drink, because I'm gonna take a walk and it's gonna take, you know, maybe 30 minutes out in the sun as well. So I need something refreshing here. So this is the store. It's just, you know, 20 meters from the entrance here. It is in the same building actually. And also a crazy thing here in Kuala Lumpur, that everything seems to be so close. You know, my building is this building here, and you have these Petronas towers over here. You have Kuala Lumpur tower here, and it seems like it's very close. But as soon as you start walking, you realize it's gonna take some time, you know. What I got here is first coconut juice or coconut water, and also one peanut butter bun. This one contains 10 grams of protein. It is a perfect, you know, start of the morning. Tasted this before. This is just, you know, a soft, really soft bun with some peanut butter on top, but also, you know, you can see it's peanut butter inside as well. Okay, so let's open the coconut juice as well. And that's the thing here in Kuala Lumpur, because you see so many cats everywhere. I mean, when I was in Thailand and Vietnam, you see dogs everywhere. But here, there's no dogs, but instead there are cats, and there are plenty of cats. Even, you know, the neighborhood where I stay, there's signs that said don't pet a cat and don't feed a cat, because you do, it will be coming more and more cats, and they don't want cats there. But anyhow, you see them everywhere, and I mean everywhere. You see them, sometimes they're laying on the scooters, and the locals just feeding them anyway. But I think that that's a thing for tourists, that they don't want the cats because of the tourists, because if there are a lot of cats, the tourists not gonna like it and are gonna, you know, give bad reputation or bad reviews. Okay, so now I'm almost there. You see the towers is up here, and here we have one district, the tower, and I stay in the building just behind this one. And I walked past this tunnel another time. As you can see, it's shadow everywhere, and it's a really cool tunnel. And also during the night, they're lighting up this one with different colors. So it's like, you know, the skyscrapers are having, you know, it's flashing different colors during the night. So it's really cool. And it's also nice to just breathe here for a second, because here you're protected from the sun. It's much cooler, so you can just breathe for a second before we're going out to the sun again. And as you can see here, it's really cool because you can see the towers coming through the tunnel here. And the first thing you see is the Petronas towers, the most famous towers in Malaysia. They're having some buildings under construction here as well. And if you look at the roads here, it feels like, you know, it's kind of empty. It's not that many cars, especially on that road. And it's the same when I was walking here another day. It was like completely empty. I soon reached my destination. You see, I'm just beneath the towers now. So I'm heading into the mall because I need to buy another t-shirt. Actually, exactly one of these, but in color black. I have one exactly the same home, but it's getting, you know, quite old, so I need to just refresh my wardrobe. Okay, so I got it. I got a new shirt here, and now I'm looking for a souvenir shop. Actually, I'm gonna be a bit tourist today, and I'm gonna look for a souvenir shop. I think it's gonna be here on the ground floor somewhere, but I'm not sure. I need to look at the map here. Okay, so I couldn't find any shot glasses because that's what I was looking for. Shot glasses, because I collect these in every country that I ever visit. I have 40 plus of shot glasses, but I have not found any here in Malaysia yet. But there is another big mall like 500 meters from here, so I'm gonna take a walk there and hopefully I will find it there. But here you see, look, the park here is really beautiful here. Okay, so I finally found them, as you can see here. These are the kind of shot glasses that I'm looking for. They have plenty, a short one, big ones. This one is some kind of Starbucks thing. So I think I'm gonna go for this one. Kuala Lumpur with the towers and also the flag here. Yes, I'm feeling a bit like a real tourist now when I'm into this gift shop. But at least I got one shot glass now. So now my life is completed. I can never go to a new country without buying anyone. I've been collecting these for like 10 years now, and it's gonna be a lifelong project, you know. I'm gonna collect these glasses for over 200 countries in the world, all countries in the world, in fact. Okay, so now I'm just gonna chill here for a bit. I went up to a rooftop and got myself an iced matcha here, sitting in the shadows under an umbrella and just, you know, taking the day how it is. I think I said this in the other vlogs as well, because now when I'm living here in Asia, you know, my normal work, as I speak, you know, day trading is actually starting quite late. So here in Malaysia it's starting 9:30 p.m. The hours are completely opposite because I'm trading, you know, the US market, which is open, you know, in normal hours in US, which means that here in Asia we're 12 hours ahead. And that basically means that I'm having so much free time, so I can go to the pool, I can go to the gym, I can, you know, hang out here in the city, grabbing a nice iced matcha, just enjoying life, go out shopping and so on. So yeah, basically it's completely the opposite that I had when I was working in my 9-to-5 job in Sweden as a project manager, because there I was stuck from, you know, 9 to 5, that's why I call 9 to 5. And the whole day was like, yeah, just disappearing. And also I was traveling by train and sometimes bus to my office, because the office was outside Stockholm. So it was like 10 hours of my whole day that just disappeared for nothing. And since I'm having much more freedom, I can also, you know, put my hours when I want to do it. Sometimes I can do a lot of pre-work before the day trading, you know, in the morning, sometimes during the lunch, and sometimes, you know, even very, very late at night. So that's also making me, you know, enjoying working much more than I did before, even when I was trading before in Sweden, because then I had to adapt to another schedule, but now I can just, you know, move hours back and forth. But I would say the only downside, because there is always a downside, and this is that sometimes it gets, you know, quite boring. It's not, it is boring because I'm, you know, living the life I always wanted to do, but the thing is, since I'm having so much more free time, you know, some days it's just gonna be, okay, what am I gonna do tonight? Or what am I gonna do today? And, you know, you have nothing planned and you just, you know, go by the day. And at the same time, you know, the days goes so much more slowly. than it did, you know, when I was back in Sweden, because the days were, you know, quicking so fast. And then I went home, went to the gym, and you know, went to sleep. But now, you know, the hours are much slower, and also I have more hours per day that I can do things, and I like it. But you know, at the same time, there is a downside. Sometimes it gets quite boring, and you have nothing to do, you know. And I don't want to, you know, do all this tourist stuff, because when I live in different countries and I explore different cities and so on, you can do like tourist stuff, you know, maybe 1 or 2 days you can meet up with some friends, go to the beach and go to the gym and so on. And besides that, what else are you gonna do? The only thing I can do is basically, you know, enjoying the slow-paced freedom that you have. It's like contrary, you know, it's both the good things and also the bad things. And it's important to have, you know, a nice balance in between there. But I'm gonna try to, you know, put more things into my schedule, because now I'm also studying Russian. I've been studying Russian language for a while, as you know, on Duolingo, but now I'm also trying to, you know, put more time in that also, so I can speak fluently. So that's also one project that I have, and also, you know, be better at vlogging, be better at talking to the camera, and just, you know, editing vlogs and so on. So I have a few, you know, side projects, but sometimes I wish I could have more things to fill in my day with, or fill out my day with. Okay, guys, so I'm back at the pool again here, back from the city. And I'm just chilling up at the pool here. I was thinking about maybe go and take a trip to the gym upstairs, but we'll see. I already walked 18,000 steps, and I ordinarily having a rest day today, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna hit the gym or not, but maybe I will do. But for now, I'm just chilling here. It's crazy because sometimes it's really full here with people, but now it seems to be quite calm. You had one small kid was screaming, and you have a few people over here. But you know, during some peak hours, it's so many people in the pool, so you don't want to be here. I mean, there are no seats available. There are so many people in the pool, so you can't even swim. You can just stand there. Everyone is taking pictures, especially, you know, early in the morning, and also during the night, around 9-10 p.m. because you see behind me, all the skyline is you know, having these lights on, so everyone wants to take a picture. But now it's quite calm. At the same time, lucky me, because as I said before, I don't have anything that occupying my days, so basically I can be here the whole day, like spending 10 hours at the pool. I did that when I was in Bangkok. I was spending so many hours up at the pool. I was there for like 6 hours straight, you know, in the beginning of January. As soon as I left Sweden, came to a warm place, I was spending so much time at the pool. Okay guys, I'm just moved inside here again from the pool to the apartment, and now I'm in the bed. I think this is like the first time you ever seen me laying in the bed, especially while I'm vlogging. But the thunderstorm is soon about to come, and I have some things to do on my computer as well, so I went inside. I'm gonna show you just quickly here. You'll see the view from the apartment as well. This is the view from the apartment, and as you can see here, it's starting to rain, and this rain will reach my area in like 30 minutes or so. Ho ho ho! You see that? Recording here and see if, oh, you saw that? You saw that? That's a biggie. That's a biggie. I saw now, I just checked the video I recently recorded, and I know that you saw 2 flashes, and it's gonna be a lot of them. But okay, I think this is gonna be a perfect place or spot to end this vlog. So once again guys, thank you so much for watching, and remember, I drop 1 new video every single week and you don't want to miss them. So see you at the next Friday. Ciao.